Hello, Fabulous Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of September 2016, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a big month for all of us, and that is thanks to eclipse season. The eclipses are taking place, continuing to take place this month. Right off the top of the month, we have an eclipse taking place at the very bottom of your sky, and then mid-month at the very top of your sky. When we have eclipses and important events taking place in these particular parts of your sky, it tends to denote a very important time. A time when you understand your foundations differently and you understand your ultimate aims differently as well. And changes tend to take place, sweeping changes tend to be promised with a sky like this. And this is especially true with these eclipses because eclipses are like normal celestial lunar events, but magnified like 20 times. And you add the fact that Saturn in your opposite sign will be speaking with the first eclipse at the top of the month, and then Mars in your opposite sign will be speaking to the second eclipse mid-month. So all of this is to say that many areas of your life are going to be going through a change, a metamorphosis, and in some cases some surprising developments. Now the love-related stuff I will save for the love-focused horoscope, but for this particular general-focused horoscope, let's start with that first eclipse because that is happening at the very bottom of your sky, and this is speaking to matters of home. It is speaking to matters of the foundation that you have laid and the ground on which you stand. And it also has to do with feeling at home with yourself and in the world. So a lot of ways that people out there, Geminis out there, are going to experience this energy has to do with where you live, like the home in which you live. So some Geminis are going to experience this energy in that way, and having an eclipse in this part of the sky can bring with it very quick buying, selling, moving, roommates. Now do keep in mind we've got Mercury retro in the same part of the sky. So this can be good if it is a re-offer, right? If it's something that didn't work out in the past, now you're giving it another go, another chance, or you have another chance. That is when this energy works that much more to your advantage. But if it's something brand new, right, just know that things may change and that's okay. For a few of you out there, you really might not feel like you have that much of a choice. And this is especially going to be true for you if you were born right around the first days of the month. So if you were born the very first day, like right around June the 1st, give or take 3 or 4 days on either side, you're going to feel this energy that much more. But all Geminis out there are going to feel this energy that has to do with understanding home differently. So yes, buying, selling, moving, new roommates, part of this energy. People coming and going very quickly. It is a new moon eclipse, which means new opportunities, new prospects can show up, new beginnings can show up. And especially like if you put an offer on a house and it didn't go through, this could be your chance to put another offer in and have it go that much better. If someone had offered to buy and then that didn't work out, this could be when they come back to you. That type of new beginning that already has its sort of footprint going a little ways back, that is especially blessed under a sky like this. Now, for some of you, this energy is going to be very much about repairs, renovations. That's the type of energy that this is going to be. And in some cases, this could even be significant repairs, significant renovations that do show up for you. It's possible that a partner is part of motivating these changes as well. Now, as we move further into the month, and I want to do like the literal stuff first, right? So as we move towards the middle of the month, we're going to have another eclipse happen at the very top of your sky. And this has to do with career. It has to do with a sense of understanding your life purpose and being on the pathway towards your life purpose. So some of you out there are going to experience this in the context of your career, in the context of what opportunities are showing up for you. And especially where it comes to your relationship with higher ups, relationships with bosses, that is going to be spoken to very strongly with this particular lunar eclipse. In fact, it is possible with a sky like this that a boss or supervisor leaves your work environment and It is also possible, the ancients would say, given that this is a lunar eclipse, a full moon eclipse, it is possible that that would be a female person leaving the work environment. Also with this energy though, there is the possibility of prospects, like of promotions and things like that. But just keep in mind, because of the way Mars is speaking with this particular eclipse, as much as I'm seeing that desire to move forward, that desire to make something happen, there is also that part of you that really feels very motivated, may feel like you have to be a more active participant, may feel like you have to give it a little bit more of a push. Now, ultimately, you'll have to pay attention to your unique circumstances to see if that is something that makes sense. There might be even a small percentage of you out there who want to make some kind of big gains in your careers, and there may be a little bit of frustration around that. Surrender is always a good way to use this energy, because really what this energy is saying, what both of these eclipses are saying, is do your best and surrender the rest. That really is when magic can happen. Do your best and surrender the rest. Now, one more personal, more spiritual way of looking at how the energy works out this month has to do with understanding what it means to be comfortable and at home within yourself, and from that place feeling that much more aligned with the direction in which you are headed. That is part of a more elevated understanding of the sky for you this month. And as much as there's also an energy, a strong desire to manifest, a strong desire to also be practical, at the same time, you're asking yourself some very important questions. And some of those questions ultimately are going to help you to be that much stronger, to stand that much stronger, and to feel that much stronger, particularly in a grounded sense. And what I mean by grounded is feeling stable, feeling secure, feeling like you are where it is that you are supposed to be. And that's a big part of the overriding lesson this month, is having that sense of understanding and having that sense of peace that comes from knowing that everything doesn't have to be perfect, everything doesn't always have to be smooth, but that you really are exactly where it is that you were supposed to be, to learn what it is that you're meant to. And a part of what it is that you are clarifying now, a part of what it is that you're understanding that much more deeply now, is that within you, there is a place that you can trust. Within you, there is an energy, a force that you can trust, that you can believe in, that you can feel safe in. And when you're connected to that, whether you want to call it self-knowledge, whether you want to call it inner equilibrium, but when you have a connection to that, knowing the direction that you're headed and knowing how to get where it is that you truly desire to go becomes that much more clear.